We had to put my dog down a little bit over a month ago because he was 14 years old. His last few days, he was not getting up at all. I had to carry him outside for him to go to the restroom. He was not eating at all. It was just really hard to see him suffering, so we had already decided to put him to sleep. When we went to the vet, he listened to his heart and he was just already saying like his heart is failing. So I became really depressed, just because we had him since he was a puppy. We have another dog and one of our neighbors had her and did not get her fixed, so she had 2 litters of puppies. Got her out of that situation when she was around 2. She's now 6. I saw a post of a dog that looked exactly like her. Maybe they'll recognize each other, maybe they'll get along, maybe I can have 2 little girls. I went to the shelter and asked if I could see her, but she had a severe case of kennel cough. The officer said we could not see her. Only a rescue could take her out of the shelter, which was really disappointing. The same day that I had seen Luna's post, I saw another dog and he was about 6 months old. His name, or the name that they gave him, was Frodo. The same day that I went to go see Luna, I looked around to see if he was there. Oh. Hi, puppies. Hi, puppies. My mom was interested in volunteering at the shelter, so they got us in contact with the volunteer coordinator. She let us know there was an adoption event the next day, and she invited us to just meet them and get to know the other volunteers and just see the dogs and the cats. So my mom and I went, and Frodo was there. So I go over and I'm like petting him and he's like super cute, and I asked Lily I went to the shelter but he wasn't there, and she was like, yeah, he was probably in a health eval. I asked how much is the adoption fee, and she said he's free, and I'm like, what? All the dogs and cats are completely free this month. The shelter is full. He had just gotten neutered. They vaccinated him. He was there for about a week, a little bit over a week. And I was just thinking, is he gonna get along with Lucy? Is he gonna get along with the cats? So I called my dad, and he just said, it's up to you. So then I called my boyfriend, and he was like, well, I thought you wanted a foster. And I was like, I know, but we were there for probably another 20 minutes, just looking around and looking at the dogs and the cats and just talking to the volunteers. And my mom was just like, do you want him? We can take him now. And I was just like, she goes over to the adoption coordinator, and she's like, we'll take the dog. And I'm just in shock. Is this really happening? I start crying because I'm just happy and sad, and it's just so many emotions. I just want to share this with y'all because a lot of people adopt a dog and don't understand that those first few days are going to be so hard. So on the ride home, he was so calm. He was actually really tired from the event, so he fell asleep for a little bit. The first thing he sees is my cat, and he freaked out. That scared me because I'm like, oh my god, what if this is not gonna work out? And I told mom, put Lucy on a leash and bring her inside, and literally within 30 minutes to an hour, they were playing. So we had both him and Lucy stay in the garage that night, which they did fine. I seriously thought I was gonna find poop and pee all over the garage, but he actually waited until I took him out. that weekend and that whole week, it was going to be freezing cold. So what I did was have his dog bed, and I had him on a leash inside. There was one time where my cat was behind the couch and she stuck her head out, and he came around and saw her, and he started barking and lunging, and Lucy came in between them, calmed him down. Sometimes still hard for me to get his attention off the cats, but he's getting better. Yeah, a few nights ago, my mom woke up to let my cat outside, and he obviously started barking and going crazy, and she said, well, if he doesn't get along with the cats, we're gonna return him to the shelter. And like, it broke my heart. Like, I started crying. Like, there's no way I'm gonna send this dog back. Like, he's still a puppy, so he can still learn and understand that cats are not something you can go after. I'm pretty sure she does not even remember saying that. So we changed his name from Frodo to Scooby. I know Scooby-Doo is a Great Dane, but like, he looks like Scooby-Doo to me. We got him a sweater, we got him his collar and his tag. Some of the nights we had him outside, which outside I mean is they have access to the garage and to the backyard. Well, he was like, no. He just squeezed through the gate, came around to the front of the house, came to the front door, scratched at the front door. He woke me up, and I go over to the front door, and he's just sitting there like, let me in. It's been pretty crazy. I haven't been able to sleep a lot. I get up early in the morning to feed my cats, clean up their litter box, you know, have them play a little. I go outside and feed the dogs and play with them. And he's still a puppy, I want to make sure to socialize him with different dogs, big dogs, little dogs, every kind of dog. This is the part where I'm sad, because I wish I would have done this with my first dog, but I was so young. I did not know any of the things that I know now. Like, I want to be a better owner, and I want to hopefully help others in similar situations. Hopefully y'all enjoy these videos. If y'all have any suggestions or tips